My friend, the production designer of the film, Ann Ross, told me years ago, you have to see this movie, The Beguiled, that Clint Eastwood and Don Siegel made. And she said, I think you need to remake it. And I thought, oh, I would never do someone else's film. But then I saw it, and it just stayed in my mind. And I thought, oh, I'd really love to tell the same story, but now from the women characters' point of view, because it's set in a girls' school in the South with one enemy soldier who comes in. And the older film was told from his point of view. So I thought I wanted to hear the ladies' side of it.
Right. And boy, do they have their side.
Yeah.
Which is which is good. And one thing I've been telling folks that really sticks out in this movie for me that could even fit into stories today as well was when he winds up showing up there. Of course, they're in the South. He's a northern soldier. He's got on the blue uniform, and that's what they saw, the blue. They judged him by his color. And once they, however, got to know him, they realized, oh, this is a nice guy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there was obviously such a separation in ideas about people, and so that they all learned that it's not exactly what they expected, and then things shift in a way that they wouldn't know.
Right, because all of a sudden you got basically this all-girls school group. They haven't seen a man in Lord knows, then all of a sudden he's sending Colin Farrell. So
Yeah.
that kind of just makes everybody just want to primp a little more.
Yeah. It's fun that they all dress up when he comes in, and they've all kind of taken off their hoop skirts, and he comes back in, and they dress up.
Right. And then he's there just trying to figure out, okay, what's going on, because they keep talking about, well, once you get well, we're putting this blue thing outside the gate, which means they're going to come and take you, and we healed you, but they're going to kill you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was what I loved about the story is he a guest or a prisoner, and it's all, and it looks like a kind of fantasy, but then it turns into not what he expected, and I think that's the fun of the story, is going along and the twists in the story.
Right. And then also even in the house, I mean, you got to show, probably more closely about what it was really like in the South. Because, of course, we all grew up, seeing like Gone with the Wind or something like that.
Right.
It was this bright and different colors. But that really was how the folks lived.
Yeah, no, it was interesting to think about these women who were raised not to take care of themselves, and then all of a sudden they had to figure it out and survive, and so cut off, isolated from the world. So it was in such a interesting time, and to shoot in the real locations on a real plantation, which obviously has such a dark history. So it's a mix of beauty and this darkness underneath it all.
Right. Then the other fun part was seeing what their entertainment was like for them. I mean, of course, today we'll go home, we'll put on our big screen TVs, we'll listen to our music, do whatever. Back then it was like, hey, you have to, if somebody plays the piano, you do that.
Yeah, that was their entertainment then. So yeah, they had so little. So yeah, it was interesting to imagine what it was like to live then.
Right. And like you said, you just keep thinking the reality is, I mean, that was almost 20 I mean, it's less than like 150 years ago, which in the blink of an eye is nothing.
It's true how much it's changed. But then there's universal parts of it that are still true for us. So I think that's interesting to have that mix.